Let's talk about the Wooden quote. John Wooden said you should worry more about your character than your reputation. Your reputation is how other people see you. Your character is who you are. What do you guys think of that quote? That's the quote actually I picked on my KANNY bio. It means a lot. To me, reputation is something that can be curated. It's your brand. And chances are, like, people aren't digging into your past when making a decision about you. And it's very difficult to see past a curated reputation into who someone really is. And that's why, when it really matters, and we kind of talked about this last week with Nanan, is when it really mattered and you're kind of in the thick of things is when your character truly shines. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, this is going back to the last conversation. I think it's exactly the opposite. I think Wooden's quote is exactly 180 degrees wrong. And there's a difference, though. I mean, you're talking about the reputations of celebrities. We don't know those people. I'm talking about your reputation with respect to your friends and family and community, like people who actually know you. If people know that you're a deadbeat, they're not going to give you credit at the store for that, loaf of bread or whatever. And so your reputation precedes you. That's different than sort of what we see in curated snippets on social media or TV or whatever. You can't have a good reputation and bad character. It just doesn't work. Maybe, again, celebrities or politicians who could limit, what actually gets out there into the world can. But if you're a bad person, it's really hard to have a reputation as a good person in your daily life and the people that you interact with and bounce off from day to day. So, others' perceptions of you are all that matters. But what creates those perceptions is the genuine article. Like, it's what you actually do. And to a lesser degree, but if you say something and then you do it and follow through, people see that and they take notice of it, and that's your reputation. If you say a bunch of stuff and don't ever do any of it and never follow through, that's your reputation, and that is your character. Your character is how you're perceived. What your character is to yourself inside is irrelevant. If you go around kicking puppies and cats and drowning rabbits and you think you're the greatest, you're not. You're a terrible person. But it's only the observation of those acts by others that reveal the truth about you.
So okay, I can get on board with that. If we change the quote, and this is how I was thinking about it, is that your reputation is your brand, right? Which is something that you can curate, that you have an impact on of how people think about you, like your stance on yourself. That's your brand. So maybe what he's saying is you shouldn't focus on your brand and trying to curate people's opinion on you. You should focus on your character, which is who you actually really are.
I guess, although I'd say when he made that quote, there was no such thing as a personal brand. That is a turn of phrase of the social media era. And there's a great South Park episode on it. But
awesome. We'll have to look it up.
That is on most things. But so, yeah, it'd be great to go back and ask him to really deconstruct the quote for us and tell us what he was talking about. And he may have been talking in that vernacular because he was himself a celebrity and he dealt with his players who were all celebrities. And so maybe that's what he was talking about, the reputation as it applies to celebrities, where you're talking about very distant people who know very little about you except your performance on the court or your performance as a coach. But yes, applying it to the modern era of personal brand and individuals' ability to curate that brand through what they choose to post on social media and things like that, then I agree. But again, that's exactly, I think, why KANNY doesn't focus on that stuff. It focuses on your real interactions with real people in the real world, not your curated online persona.